Put a cat and a dog in the same room, and sometimes nothing happens. The dog sniffs the air, the cat watches from a chair, and the whole house stays calm. But change one tiny thing, a step, a stare, a sudden movement, and the room can explode. The cat arches its back, the dog lunges forward, a bowl tips over, a human shouts. The cat vanishes under the couch, and everyone says the same thing. Cats and dogs hate each other. It sounds like common sense. We have seen it in cartoons, films, jokes, and even everyday speech. When two people cannot stop fighting, we say they are like cats and dogs. So the story feels old, simple, and obvious. But real animals are not acting out a cartoon. A dog does not look at a cat and remember 1,000 years of insults. A cat does not see a dog and decide to defend the honor of its species. Something faster is happening, something physical. Before the barking, before the hissing, before the claws come out, both animals are reading each other in a language humans usually notice too late. So why do cats and dogs fight? And why can the first second between them be so dangerous? To understand that, start with the dog. For many dogs, the trigger is not hatred, it is movement. A small body darts across the floor, and the dog's attention snaps into place. The eyes lock, the muscles tighten, the legs prepare to move. In some dogs, that fast motion activates a chase response before the animal has carefully chosen what to do next. This does not mean the dog is evil, or that every dog wants to kill the cat. Dogs are different. Some barely care. Some are gentle. Some are nervous. Some want to play. Some have a much stronger chase instinct than others. But for a dog with high arousal, a running cat can become the most powerful signal in the room. The problem is that the cat receives that moment in a completely different way. To the dog, the chase may feel exciting, playful, or automatic. To the cat, a larger animal rushing straight at it can feel like a serious threat. Cats are predators, but they are also small predators. They can hunt mice, birds, insects, and lizards, but they are not built to feel safe when a bigger, heavier, louder animal charges toward them. So the cat's body changes. The back rises to look bigger. The ears flatten or turn. The pupils widen. The paws become ready. The body searches for the nearest exit, table, shelf, curtain, doorway, or dark space under furniture. From the outside, this can look like anger, but often it is not anger first. It is defense. A hiss does not usually mean, "I want to fight." It often means, "Stop there." A raised paw does not always mean, "I am attacking." It can mean, "Do not come closer." A cat that seems dramatic may actually be trying to avoid the worst possible outcome, and this is where the rivalry begins to make sense. Cats and dogs are both predators, but they manage the world in different ways. Many dogs are social, direct, and investigative. They move toward the thing that interests them. They sniff, follow, circle, approach, and try again. Many cats survive by controlling space. They pause, observe, hide, climb, retreat, and only strike when distance has failed. So when they meet, one animal may be trying to reduce the distance while the other is trying to increase it. The dog takes a step forward. The cat leans back. The dog notices the movement and becomes more interested. The cat feels more pressure and becomes more defensive. Nothing has truly happened yet, but the meeting is already moving in the wrong direction. Then the cat runs. For humans, that is the moment that seems to prove everything. The dog chases, the cat flees, and the old story appears to be true. But a chase is not always the same as hate. Sometimes it is prey drive. Sometimes it is play that has lost control. Sometimes it is excitement. Sometimes it is fear. Sometimes it is simply two animals obeying different rules at the same time. For the dog, running may mean follow. For the cat, running means escape. That single mismatch can turn a hallway into a disaster. The dog accelerates. The cat panics. The cat hisses or swats. The dog barks or jumps closer. The human rushes in, frightened and loud. Now the room is full of noise, speed, and stress. And afterward, both animals remember. The dog may learn that cats create a burst of excitement unlike anything else in the house. The cat may learn that dogs are dangerous giants that cannot be trusted. The next meeting no longer begins from zero. It begins with memory already sitting inside the body. One bad meeting becomes a warning. Two bad meetings become a pattern. After enough repetition, the animals may react before anything new has actually happened. The cat sees the dog and prepares to defend. The dog sees the cat and becomes alert. The fight starts before the fight starts. But instinct is only one layer. Another part of the problem is that cats and dogs often misread each other. They use many of the same body parts to communicate: tails, eyes, ears, mouth, shoulders, posture, distance. But the meaning is not always the same. A dog may walk forward with loose, excited energy. A cat may read the direct approach as pressure. A dog may push its nose close to smell and gather information. A cat may experience that closeness as being trapped. A dog may bark because it is excited, frustrated, or trying to interact. A cat may hear a loud threat from an animal much bigger than itself. Even the tail can confuse the situation. A wagging dog tail can mean excitement, but excitement is not always calm. A quickly moving cat tail can signal irritation, tension, or readiness to react. From far away, a human may simply see two tails moving. Inside the animals, the messages may be completely different. So the problem is not just instinct, it is bad translation. The dog may be sending, "Come here, interact with me." The cat may be receiving, "Something large is closing in." The cat may send, "Back away." The dog may receive only more movement, more sound, more stimulation. Misunderstanding becomes motion. Motion becomes pursuit. Pursuit becomes panic. Panic becomes claws. And then humans give the whole thing a simple label: enemies. But if cats and dogs were truly programmed to hate each other, the story would always end the same way. It does not. Some dogs ignore cats completely. Some cats walk past dogs with no fear. Some animals never become friends, but they learn a quiet truce. Some sleep on the same sofa, not because they became the same kind of animal, but because they learned what the other one means. That matters because it shows the rivalry is not destiny. It is a risk built from movement, size, fear, past experience, temperament, and the way the first meetings happen. The danger is still real. A strong dog with a powerful chase instinct can badly injure a cat. A frightened cat can scratch a dog's eyes or face. Breed tendencies, training, age, confidence, and the layout of the home all matter. Pretending the risk is imaginary is not kindness. It is how people create the exact disaster they wanted to avoid. But animals can learn new categories. A puppy raised carefully around calm cats can learn that cats belong in the normal world of the house. A kitten introduced slowly to a quiet dog can learn that a dog is not automatically a monster. The important word is slowly, not forcing them face to face, not letting the dog chase just once, not holding the cat in place while it panics, not expecting friendship because the human wants a cute moment. A good introduction gives the cat height, exits, hiding places, and control over distance. It gives the dog structure, calm rewards, and no chance to practice chasing. It lets both animals collect information without being pushed past their limit. Over time, the first dangerous second can lose some of its force. The dog learns that staying calm around the cat works. The cat learns that the dog does not always rush. The house becomes predictable, and predictability is one of the most important forms of peace. They may never cuddle. They may never play. They may never become the internet picture humans hoped for, but they do not need to. Between two animals with such different instincts, peaceful distance is already a success. So are cats and dogs enemies? Not in the human sense. They are not born carrying a secret hatred. They look like enemies because their bodies can collide in the first seconds of a meeting. The dog may follow what moves. The cat may defend against what approaches. One body wants closer, the other wants farther away. One reads curiosity, the other reads danger. That is the real story hidden under the cartoon. It is not a simple war between two species. It is speed meeting caution. It is social approach meeting private space. It is chase meeting escape. It is two animal languages using similar signals with different meanings. A cat and a dog can stand in the same living room and live two completely different versions of the same moment. To the human, it may look like a fight that began from nowhere. Inside the animals, the moment began earlier, in a glance, a step, a twitch, a sound, a memory. Neither animal has to be cruel. Neither one has to be planning anything. The trouble begins when one body asks, "Should I go closer?" At the exact moment, the other asks, "Should I get away?" And when curiosity runs straight into fear, the oldest chase in the house begins again.